heads up of what's been going on in this girl's life over the past couple of days. Well, um, just been a lot. We did the garden thing, which came out so cute on Tuesday. On Wednesday, this girl had a little bit of asthma issue. I don't know what caused it. Eli Yoder did a thing of cucumbers and lemon, which I made a mixture of that. It's a water pitcher actually in our freezer with lemon and cucumber. It's delicious. But I also bought some sourdough bread, which I've never had a reaction to, in the Hi Fuzz. You can put hashtag bus in the chat if you want everybody to connect with your channel. Uh, it was organic. It was delicious. Hi Brenda. And I ate that, but I ate that the day before. So I don't know if that was it. Something in that just didn't agree with me, or whether it was the lemon and cucumber. I'm not allergic to cucumber, nor am I allergic to lemon. So I don't know if it was just all too much and I love the water, but maybe I just need to add just a little bit to my water and slowly get used to it. I have no idea what it was. It could be spring. It just could be a bunch of other things going on. So anyway, I had a little bit of asthma issue, and yes, I've seen him. I've just been really busy. And I wanted to come in, but there's just been a lot going on. So that was Wednesday, and so I am now currently on prednisone. My back's been acting up just a little bit, and my doctor has said if your back acts up every once in a while, I'll give you a round of prednisone just to kind of calm it down. Well, it's been kind of up there, and between that and the asthma, they wanted me on a little bit of prednisone just to kind of reduce everything so I can actually enjoy what's coming up in a little bit here for everything. Yeah, on Wednesday or Thursday, Josh got sick. Christina is sick. So Josh is probably going to be on antibiotics tomorrow. Christina's going on antibiotics probably today sometime. She's getting better, but it's just a sinus infection. You know, spring just brings its stuff with it. Mom isn't sick, but she's just kind of under the weather and tired. So we have a place where we have like a little den where is another bed. So I've been sleeping on that instead of sleeping in the room with Josh at night. And then when I come in the morning, I have Lysol. Yes, pray, 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 please. Um, no, I'm married. Thank you very much. I am married to a wonderful husband who is yeah, sick. So anyway, but anyway, so the so I've been sleeping in the bed in the den just so that at nighttime I'm not like, around him to get anything because I don't need anything. I do have a round of antibiotics just in case I need to go on them. But at this point, the only thing that's really bothering me is the asthma. It's just enough that I've been on breathing treatments and been on the prednisone to kind of calm everything down. So, mom's kind of under the weather a little bit. She's not sick, but she's just kind of under the weather and tired. So we're just kind of taking it to easy, as my grandfather would say, because we all need to get better for the upcoming events in the next couple of weeks here. Thank God they're not this weekend, but we need prayers for sure. If you're prayer warriors, please be praying. I prayed and I said, in the name of Jesus, everybody get healed. Um, so with that being said, I still have the flowers that I need to do and put them in the containers that I have. I'm not going to do that today. My back was like on fire last night. It was just really tight and tense. Of course, I'm not sleeping in my own bed, which doesn't help. But it's just really tight, and I've decided to kind of just find everything that I can to kind of, hibernate in this room in our bedroom for the rest of the day. And there's stuff that I can do here. I didn't get the greatest sleep last night, so I'm probably going to have a nap someplace in the day, which means I can sleep in my own bed. But when I come in yesterday and today, we have the Lysol. So before I make my coffee, I like spray the room with the Lysol to kill anything. And I'm not kind of out there with him when he's out there. I'm trying to kind of stay my distance. And so far it's working. I'm just dealing with the asthma. Spring is in the air, right? Um, so mom's on breathing treatments. She has asthma, but she's just tired. So and she was on antibiotics for a cut she had that kind of got a little inflamed. So she's on antibiotics already. So I think she'll be golden. Um, but there's still stuff that needs to get done. But I'm going to work on the flowers tomorrow. I'm going to schedule that live stream so I can show you all how to take those solo wood flowers that we did and we painted to put them in a vase or something for spring. So, but I decided instead of trying to, I was going to do it tonight. And remember, guys, you could put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. Um, Instead of trying to press it tonight, I'm just not going to. I'm better today. The asthma's better today. I need to do a breathing need treatment. I need to take a prednisone. The asthma's better. Back is calming down finally, and I think that that means to me, uh, you're on your way up instead of backwards. And so I decided, probably sitting at the table, with my back, I need to be heating it today, with a heating pad. I need to maybe put some ice on it and just kind of relax it because it's just irritated. So, I'm gonna hold off on the flowers till tomorrow, and there's other things that I can do for our upcoming event that we're having for our family. Because this girl's part of the decorating crew. I guess the manager of the decorating crew, if you want to put it that way. Um, but there's things that I can do here that I can just relax and take it to easy today. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I fell asleep at 2 and then I just had a real difficult time sleeping last night because wasn't in my own bed. So finally it was like I slept I didn't fall asleep. I kind of slept on and off till about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke up and had some medication and then I went back to sleep at 4:30 and Christina woke me up at 8:30 and I'm just like I'm tired. I can feel it today. So we don't need to be pushing this. What was great yesterday was our soap caddies, a local store that's not far from our house, actually bought 20 of our soap caddies. They were so impressed with them to put in their local store. And I'm so excited. So one of these days, I'm going to take you all to the pumpkin seed market and do a little bit of a review of the store and show you all that if you're in the local area. It's not far, it's a little bit dry, but not too far. But it's one of our favorite. Well, you do what you can. It's like today, I'm like, no, I'm gonna hold off. But I thought I'll go and do a little review on the shop and show you the soap caddies and show you all around if you're in the area. It's a lovely little place and so forth. Yeah, just be praying I don't get whatever it is because I don't need to get it. And I really don't have the time to get it right now. Um, and I'm also praying my mother doesn't get it because she'll start with coughing jags and then hi Sandy. She'll start off with coughing jags and then she doesn't want to miss this event with Christina coming up. So, I mean, it was a lot tighter over the past couple of days. So, um, the more I kind of thought about it, I thought, my back last night was really, really upset with me. Um, the asthma's better, but I think I'm going to I looked at my list. I do have a list. I finally got a list. Hi, Nancy. Finally got a list. And I'm like, I've looked at my list going, we're good. We're golden. As far as everything that needs to get done. Um, but I'm pulling all the things that I can do from here from in my bedroom. I can get the prizes done. I can get all of the gifts done that are for Christina. I can bag those up. The boxes, I've got to sit and tape all the things with the tape I use from Dollar Tree. I've got to sit and do that. And I'm doing like 14 boxes, but something with our printer, we had to order some. The Epson printer is great. It is the best printer we could have gotten because the ink lasts forever. But I guess we've ran out of our maintenance. We've had this thing for like 5 years. The maintenance box all of a sudden, so I can't print anything else. So, but still at the same time, I have to sit and put that tape on the back and cut it and out of what, four out of like 50, 60 of those things. So I can sit and do that. I've got frames to put stuff signs on. I can do that. Um, I can get all the gifts for Christina and put them in the bags and put them in the room. So there's things that I can do outside of trying to sit at the table and finish the flowers. Plus, when I was doing the box for the flowers, and I don't know if that did anything either, but when I had the box for the flowers, I found some sticks that had a little bit of mold issue on them, and I threw those out. And I don't know if that kind of kicked off anything. I didn't. The rest of the stuff was fine, but it could have just been stirring up and so forth. And I'm sensitive to that. I don't know. I figure out whatever's left in that bin when I get done with the flowers, I'm just going to throw out. I've decided it's just going to all be thrown out. Whatever's in there, maybe something to take it out and just take it out and then wash out the bin. Um, but I don't know with the flowers. Well, let me take you. Hold on a second. Let me take you through and I'll show you. Hold on a second. I'm going to take you off camera for a minute. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on a second. All right, I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to take you on a trip for a minute. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a minute. So you can see, let me flip this around for a second. See, I've been sleeping here, which is the den bedroom, or bed in the den because I don't want to get sick. So hold on a second. Um, so these are all the boxes that I did last night. These are what I've started, so you can see what I'm talking about. It looks like it's going to rain. So those are the flowers. And you can see these are the ones Christina had gotten that she said that I could use however I wanted to. So these can now put down so we can see what we're talking about in a minute. Let me turn on the light so you guys can see. Hold on a second. Okay. So you can see this is what she had. These are the flowers, and I've divided them up in this, and now I've started to put the flowers left over that we're going to use here. So I don't know. I've got some greenery in the bag, but in the box, but I don't know if I'm going to use much greenery. I think this is going to take a lot. I just used some packing paper, and I did put some beads in here so that it would, kind of weigh it down a little bit. But we're going to finagle this, but I don't know if I'm going to really do much of adding much more greenery. I do have some moss stuff that we're going to put on the bottom. So we'll finagle this a little bit more when I sit and actually do it. And those are a little bendable, but you can see that just by adding a little bit of the colored flowers, they really make the whole thing pop. And I'm just going to put these in several little places around because then they just don't look like stark white ones. And I love the little ribbon or this was already there. So I've got the flowers separated. I think we're going to just work on this tomorrow, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's not that difficult. If I need to with some of them, because I remember I'm using the very fine wire for a reason, is because if I need to, I'm going to I've got some sticks over there. I can use those if I need to support them. I don't know if I'm going to be adding much more greenery because these things are so long, but we'll just see. We're going to play around with them. But even like this, not adding any more flowers to it, it's really pretty. My mom's like, that looks really nice. So we're going to do it. And then they'll have 3 of them in different places that I can use them up. So, um, got the flowers separated so I know what I'm doing. I've got the boxes done. And so anyway, um, I painted those last night. It was easier to paint those. Yep. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I've got to work on these later. So, so like I said, I've got them separated over here so that these are going here, these are going here, and this is going here, and these will be left over. So I'll put them in there, or I'll just take them as is. I'll put some wire on these, and then that way I can, if they don't all fit in here, I'm going to put wire in these, and then I can hang them in different places around. So I thought about doing this, but I'm not having it today. I'm just not. So I thought I'd come live because um I wanted you all to see what was going on. It's going to rain because it's getting dark. Um, and I know when I'm having asthma issues when I walk from, it's not that far from our kitchen to our bedroom, and I'm out of breath. So I don't know if you all can hear it, but I can tell when I'm getting kind of out of breath. Hold on a second. I gotta flip this around. Okay. Um, so yes. So hi Share Bear. Um, so that's what I kind of decided that I was doing. Oh, let me show you all this so you can see. Hold on a second. Give me a minute. Okay, let me show you this. Um, turn on the light. Okay, the night last, I think it was Tuesday night, we worked on this. And I want to show you how this turned out. I added a little sparkle. You know this girl, got to add a little sparkle, but let me show you. Hold on a second. Hi. How that turned out. You see that fence on the bottom with the grass? That turned out so pretty. That one, and then, hold on a second. I'm trying to put these back here to protect them. This one. You can see that. How that came out so pretty. So, what our project was that we did. And it's going to look great. So that's how that turned out to fix. Just kind of keeping them here because it's like place I can keep them without them getting wrecked. I don't need that. I don't have time to do anymore. All right. And it's dark here. It's going to rain. Rain is on its way. Hi, Matt. Welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. So, um, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I think the best thing for me is kind of taking it easy, pulling everything off the list that I need to, that I can do, kind of just kind of taking it easy. I'm better. I want to stay better. I don't want to wear down my body too much. Um, but I need to take it easy a little bit. Um, I'm already out of breath, and that's just because, yes, it did. Just because the asthma's there. So I want to get some more prednisone in me. I feel bad because I want to work on the flowers today, but I just don't think it's the wisest thing to do. So I think the wisest thing to do is find everything that I can do. Um, and we're having a little event for my daughter coming up. And I want to be rested. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss things. I want to be there for it. I'm the kind of person that's running it. So if I wear down my body too much, I'm going to not be good. So I'm going to do everything that I can do today, from kind of here, watching movies, relaxing. Tomorrow, we'll work on the flowers. Another thing, too, for those that are asthmatic patients, is sometimes when you do a lot of talking and you're dealing with asthma, you may see me and you may see me tomorrow when I do a live. The way I sometimes catch my breath is do a yawn. And it's not that I'm tired, it's just a way of kind of resetting your body. So sometimes when you're having asthma, doing a lot of talking and moving around till everything kind of calms itself down can actually flare things up. So I haven't been on enough prednisone yet to kind of get my body back in check. And I need it to be. Um, and I also don't need my back. I have a very bad back. I don't need it doing what it was doing the past couple of days. It's been really aggravated, just a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to take it easy today. I'm going to do everything I can and kind of stay out of his way. He's going on antibiotics tomorrow. Like I said, I do have a round of antibiotics in case I do feel the need to go on them. Um, but I haven't felt that yet. Hi, Okies. Welcome on in. You put hashtag bless in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. So I will schedule. Oh, well, thank you, Nancy, for sending the silver star. I appreciate it. So, um, tomorrow we'll do the flowers. I promise. Yeah, just a lot of loose ends. You know, my daughter is uh expecting, and so there's a lot going on. There's some events coming up in our family over the past next little bit. So this girl is just trying to do everything and also deal with asthma, bad as a kid, but mostly under control, hopefully. Yeah, it when I was a kid, tell you where how much it's really gone as far as technology, right? Um, I was a kid. I used to have a breathing machine. I still have a nebulizer here. And I'd have to be called in. I was so mad because I'd be called in from playing, right? I was playing with my friends. I'd be called in to come and do a breathing treatment. And at that time, they had the glass vials. They didn't have the little plastic ones. Everything was already mixed. So my mother had to break the one, and then she had to put this medication in, and then that medication in. I had to come in to do a breathing treatment. I was so mad. So for the most part, I do pretty good. My asthma is mostly under control. Every once in a while, it picks up, and it picked up on Wednesday. I don't know if it was something in the sourdough bread we got, even though I'm not allergic to sourdough bread, but it could be the brand we got. I don't know. It could have been, I mean, the cucumber and lemon is supposed to be a detoxifier, so I don't know if I did too much too soon and I need to just put a little bit in my water to flavor till I get used to it. It's really good. I really love it, but I'm a little apprehensive to do anything but a little bit in there. I don't know if I had paint sticks in the flower things, and I was, oh, I'm sure. Um, I don't, there were paint sticks in the bottom with all the flower stuff, and there was a little bit of mold on on the sticks, which I'm kind of, yeah. For the most part, as long as I have my 2 cups of coffee, it's pretty much controlled. It's just it flares up every once in a while. Um, and there was paint sticks in there that had a little bit of mold on them, and I did that on Sunday, so I don't know if that was it. But then the issue didn't happen till Wednesday, and Wednesday I had the sourdough bread, and it could have been the combination together. The sourdough bread that was organic sourdough bread from Sam's Club. It was delicious, but there could have been something in there that didn't agree with me. Or, hi Amy, or it could have been uh it could have been the I don't know what it was. It could have been just outside. It could have been the change of weather, because one thing it wants to be 70 degrees and then drop down to 29. I have no idea what Ohio's doing. I can tell you that coffee, I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. Um, Coffee is wonderful for asthmatics. This is my coffee cup in the morning. No joke. I have a good amount of coffee in the morning, and I have tried to hashtag blessed. Um, I have tried to do tea and not do coffee, but I have found with the coffee, for the most part, it does help me to maintain and manage my asthma. When I was growing up, if I was having asthma, my mother used to make me get up in the middle of the night and have really strong coffee. And coffee is actually bronchial dilator. And so, if you're having asthma, it is very helpful to actually drink coffee, because it really does help you with the whole thing. So, I can't pinpoint it because nothing I had was anything I should have reacted to. And it could have been that could have been just the change of weather and the spring and the blooming. Y'all, I'm wearing my snowman. If it doesn't tell you that I do not like spring, I do not like summer, I like fall and winter. And usually for spring, I'm not out in the spring very much because I know there's trees blooming and all this kind of stuff. And this girl's asthma does not like it. So who knows? I don't know, but I know that you can hear it in my breathing. And I have a little, or those little things you put on your finger that tells you what your oxygen is, and it's fine. It's just I'm getting out of breath quickly, and I it's just having trouble catching that full breath. And I do it by yawning. I am tired, but anyway, kind of resets it. But you know, but I'm better than I was Wednesday and Thursday. I'm getting better, so I'm thinking I'm going to be better. Thank you. My husband is sick, and let's pray for Mama that she doesn't wind up sick too. Um, and Christina is going on antibiotics, so be praying for that too as well. Um, she's been miserable. I door dashed her wonton soup. She called up and she goes, "I want wonton soup. It's the only thing that sounds good." And I door dashed her wonton soup. I think it was Wednesday. We were actually supposed to go up. Hi, Ashley. We were actually supposed to go up to meet her and go to a class on Wednesday, and she was recommended by her doctor that she was probably on the contagious side and we shouldn't make the trip up there. So we rescheduled the class, and I didn't really think I was that tired, but it was Tuesday that I had the reaction to whatever it was. I have no idea what it was. And so I thought, I'm really not that tired, right? And then when we decided we weren't going to go up and see her, I decided I'd already fixed my hair and everything. I'm going to go have a shower. And then I got really cold on Wednesday. And I have a Cuddle Dud heated blanket, which I love. And I literally got underneath that. It wasn't like it was freezing outside. I was cold. And I huddled up in it at 5 o'clock and I fell asleep for 2.5 hours straight. And I thought, I didn't think I was that tired. So I must have been just absolutely exhausted. That's awesome. I love it when you all connect. Just make sure that when you guys connect, if you connect with people when you get off this live stream, just go make sure that you go back and really make sure that you put a comment and connect and watch at least 3 minutes or more of video because it does help. So I deal with fibromyalgia for those people that are new that don't know what I deal with on a daily basis. So that just has its whole slew of other issues and problems. So anyway, I just said to myself today, I said, okay, what are you up to doing? And sitting at the table working on those flowers was like, no, no, it's not happening today. I mean, yes, last night I was like, my back was just so sore. And I don't know, really, sometimes, especially if my back has been very tight, I'm on now prednisone. So what that does is it reduces all the inflammation. So it just may be that my whole back has been really tight and sore. Now it's starting to relax because of the prednisone and it's just sore and achy. I don't know, but whatever it is, I can tell you where it can go. So anyway, but I will be doing a video soon because I thought about it. Would like to go take a video and show you Pumpkin Seed Market. That's uh, in Mansfield. It is wonderful place, but they have 20 of our soap caddies. And I'd like to be able to do a little video and show you pumpkin seed if you're in the local area. Um, highly recommend going to see that. Oh, thank you for giving us the thumbs up. So appreciative, Sandy. And so anyway, so we're just doing the thing. We're trying anyway. So I had to take inventory of myself today. And I think sometimes we forget to do that. We really forget to take inventory of ourselves. I thought I was in no shape to come on Wednesday, and then I had a lot to do yesterday, just little things to kind of get done, and I just was not up to it. And I decided to say, okay, what am I up to doing today? Because the last thing I need to do is get sick. And what do I need to do to make sure I'm taking care of myself? And I think we forget to do that. We forget to do the inventory of ourselves because we can only give to others when our tank is full. And my tank is a little depleted today. And I'm thinking, now, and not that I don't enjoy doing the flowers. I do enjoy doing them. But I don't think enjoy doing it totally tonight. And me sitting here even today with you just talking and realizing, that I'm just still not able to get I'm able to get a breath, but not the way I want to get it. I feel like I'm out of breath kind of easily. Yes, absolutely. I'm thinking, I think I need to kind of take it easy today. I need to let the prednisone work. I need to put some heat on my back. I need to take it easy. And then tomorrow or even Sunday, if that's when the flowers get done, that's when we're going to do them. They're going to get done. They will not take a long time to do. Hmm. No, well, I am tired because I didn't sleep the greatest last night, but I'm also trying to catch my breath as I'm talking, which is just annoying. Hi, Enfield. Welcome on in. Thank you very much. Um, but I'm just going to pull everything that I can do today to get done because then it gets off my list. And I can get 2. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I may, instead of trying to sit there at the table for like 2 hours and do so, I may just like sit and say, okay, work on this for 15 minutes with the flowers and then walk away. So if I wanted to today, I'm going to get 2 of the flowers done before we try to go live. But I may sit there and say, okay, 10 minutes, set a timer for 10 minutes, work on the flowers, just at least place them, and then stop and go back instead of trying to do it all at once. I may try to do that later, but I've got stuff I can do now. I'm going to go eat something in a few minutes because I have to take my prednisone. I don't like prednisone. It's not fun. Um, but if you're prayer people, please be praying for Josh. Be praying for my mother. She says that her signs of her getting sick are puffy eyes, and she started her breathing treatment today. And pray for Christina, and pray that I don't get anything, that I keep the path that I'm going. And I think probably by Sunday or Monday, I'll be able to come back to my own bed because the doctor shouldn't say much. The doctor didn't want to start him on antibiotics on Thursday, even though I think she should have. He can't fill them till Saturday. He's going to take them. He says, I need them. You can tell today he needs them, but he can't get them filled till Saturday. So he'll be on antibiotics, but at least by Sunday or Monday, he will be on antibiotics for at least 2 days by then. So at least I can come back in here without maybe a chance. And if I feel the slightest, I'm going to start my round of antibiotics. I'm not going to fool around with it because I can't. So I'm better. I'm a lot looser than I was. And I kind of went on the prednisone for 2 reasons. I went on it because of the back and because of the breathing, because of the asthma. I knew enough. See, I think I've had doctors over the years who have given me a prescription of prednisone and said, here's 30 prednisone. You know your body, you know your asthma. I've been an asthmatic for 50 some odd years of my life. Take it. And I have. I could take um like 10 milligrams of prednisone for a couple of days or 20 milligrams for a couple of days and knock it right out of the park if I need it. And usually over the springtime is when I kind of need a little bit of a hit here and there. But no doctor wants to do that. I've had doctors that know me enough that like, we trust you. You're so good with your medication. And so my doctor with my pain management doctor was like, yeah, I messaged him and I said, I'm having a little flare up with my back and my sciatic nerve. And he says every once in a while he'll call me in just to help reduce that. So I thought, let's take care of both things. And I actually have noticed a difference in my back today. It's not as and my sciatic nerve is not as mad as it has been for the past week. And I'm like, I want to enjoy what's coming up. I don't want to be miserable. I'm not allowed to be miserable. I'm not allowed to be sick. It was funny because I said to Christina, a week before I got married, you got strep throat. Kind of kid. So, anyway, but be lifting us up in your prayers, please. I will schedule the live. If I do reschedule the flowers till Sunday, you all know why. We may be going to church on Sunday and we may just be going to church and not Sunday school just because of everything. But I will schedule the flowers. Hi, New England. Welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. Um, I will schedule the flowers for Saturday tomorrow at 7:30. And if it gets moved till Sunday, y'all know why. Um, but I just think sometimes we don't do this enough with ourselves. We just don't. Hi, Miss Lady. Hummingbird, welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. Good to see you. I just think that sometimes they don't take enough of their own inventory. And I just thought to myself, well, I need to do this and you do this. And I'm like, no, first you've got to take care of yourself. Because especially if people around you in your household are sick, your body is fighting against that. Right back at you. Your body is fighting against, and I'm fighting against not getting what Josh has. And so is my mother. My mother gets tired when somebody else is sick. And I also know I'm not sleeping well because I'm not sleeping in my own bed. So, sometimes we've got to take our own inventory. We've got to be able to say, you know what? Are we up to this? Are we not up to that? And especially if you're someone that is also having a chronic illness, which is the fibromyalgia. People don't understand unless you're living with it, what it's like to go through it. It's not fun. It's hard because you're in pain all the time. If we've ever heard of like the spoon theory, I don't know if y'all have heard of the spoon theory, but the spoon theory is you have X amount of spoons. Maybe if you have 20 spoons for the day. Well, today I thought to myself, Mary, how many spoons do you have? Well, you know what? It took about 4 or 5 spoons for me to just get up and have my breakfast and make my breakfast and make my husband his drink and have a shower and get dressed. It probably took about 6 or 7 spoons out of me today. Well, there's other stuff I still have to do throughout the day. How many spoons is it going to take to do this and this? And I think we have to, and especially if you're the kind of personality like me that will take care of everybody else before myself. I will take care, I will do for others before I will do for myself. And then what happens is we get depleted. You know, um, there was a reel on Facebook and they were saying that, especially as a woman is carrying a child, it's not that they're lazy when they need to lay down and rest. You be a bit. Trying to get the breathing back and go under back in check. It's not that they're lazy when they need to lay down and have a rest or they need to sleep or whatever it is. Their body is depleted because the life that's inside of them is growing Hi cruising tubers. Welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. The life that is growing inside of them is taking something from them. Calcium, nutrients, minerals, all the kind of things, energy. And so it's not that they're sitting there going, I need to have a nap because I'm being lazy. Their body is depleted. And when you are dealing with a chronic illness, your body is depleted at times, a lot of times, all the time. It's kind of like your phone gets to charge at 100%. Well, when you're dealing with a chronic illness, it never gets to 100%. And so you have to. All right, well, thank you, Matt Mouse, for coming on in. You have to remember that. And I know for people that do not have fibromyalgia, do not deal with a chronic illness, they don't understand. It's not up to them to understand. If you're saying to them, listen, I'm unable to do X, Y, and Z today, they need to understand. And if they don't, it's their problem, not yours. You do whatever you need to do. And it's kind of like, well, I need to do the flowers today. And I thought, no, Mary, you don't need to. Those will get done. Look at your list. Don't overwhelm yourself, especially if you've got something going on where you're the planning part of it, or you're the decorating crew for whatever's going on. Get a list. Check stuff off. What on my list can I do that has to get done, but is not going to be physically exerting myself past what I feel like I can do. And then I looked at my list. Okay, I can do that and do that. And then what happened? I looked at my list going, I'm going to be okay. I can get a lot of stuff done without doing a lot of stuff that's going to be overexerting myself, or pushing where I'm going to be in a lot of pain, unnecessary pain. I don't know what has happened with my back. I would have rather it not kind of do what it did, but whatever it decided to do, it could do. They didn't get they didn't get it like we do that live with it. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Well, be praying for me I don't get what Josh has. Be praying for my mom that she doesn't get what Josh has. Be praying for Christina. She gets over what she has. We're all thankful that this event is not this weekend. Very, 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 very thankful. So, it's just a reminder that, you know, you have to look at yourself. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go live. And I'm really glad I did, because there's some people come in here that I'm like, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm so excited to see you. Um, I'm going to go live and just see how I am. And just being in this live for about 46 minutes, I'm realizing, you know what? You really don't need to be doing lives where you're doing flowers and doing all this kind of stuff today, because you're still having some asthma issues, and you're getting out of breath kind of quickly, and you got to kind of pull in those reins a little bit. But that's, again, hi, the source, welcome on in. That's where we have to say, you know what? Put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. All my mods can do their own little code. I think yours is explanation point source. So and thank you for being a member for 7 months. I appreciate it. Um, I don't think we don't take up enough inventory of ourselves. We have to stop and say, oh, no, no. We got to take inventory of ourselves, and we have to say, you know what? You got to take inventory. And if you're just not up to it, nobody else has to understand. Yep. Yeah, I am today. You know, I'm changing. I'm changing. Absolutely, source. I, I'm 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 turning a new leaf in my life. I'm opening a new chapter, and I'm gonna become a grandma for the first time. And I'm thinking to myself, this is such a precious, precious time in my life. I don't want to miss a moment of it. I want to enjoy every bit of it. Watching my daughter through this whole entire time, watching the events that are going to unfold in the next couple of weeks. This is precious time for me. Sitting and watching my daughter become a mama for the first time, me becoming a grandmother for the first time. I am just beyond blessed. I want to soak in every moment. I don't want to be sick for it. I don't want to be in pain for it. I know I'm going to be in pain because I deal with fibromyalgia, but my back was in literal spasms. And when we went on Tuesday to Josh's physical therapy, they have these chairs. They're not for my back. And I don't know if the way I was sitting, it's kind of curved for lumbar support, but it's not very comfortable. And I don't think my back like that too much. So I want to enjoy going and doing what I need to do as a decorating crew. Thank you. Because coming up. I'm in charge. I can picture the entire place and how it's going to look. And I'm like, I just want to enjoy decorating for this. I want to enjoy the event. I want to enjoy every moment. I want to enjoy and watch my daughter. Yep. I want to enjoy my daughter and all that she's going to be experiencing. And I'm like, no, we'll get everything done. Everything's going to get done. I just need to pull back today. And that's okay. It'll all get done. We'll get the flowers done. They won't really take that long. They're not that complicated. What can I do from here? I may put on. Uh, I love watching like Driving Miss Daisy. Put some old movies on. Secretarius is another really good one. I thought, and I'm probably gonna have a nap at some point today because I didn't sleep the greatest. And I'm gonna find everything that needs to get done, and I'm gonna do it right in here. And I'm gonna stay away from Josh. I love him, but I don't want to get sick. Oh, and I'm thankful there's another bed in the den area, but it's not my bed. I want my bed. So anyway, I thought I'll come on and just let y'all know what was going on because, yeah, yes, absolutely. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I've been out of the loop because what happened for a while there, I was doing my soap caddies and I was crocheting them. And if I focused on the YouTubes, I would start scrolling, and that was never good. But I will take you to the have a good day source. So I've been out of the loop because I just had to focus. And I was so glad. My mom was like, "Well, where are all these soap caddies going?" And I said, "Mom, I don't know." And I took them to the pumpkin seed market the other day, and I'd left one for her, and then she reached out to me and she goes, "Yeah, we're interested." And I took the bin I had and I just laid them out. She bought 20 of them. I was like, "See, there's a reason I started to crochet them all." Now it's more excuse. I got to go buy more yarn. I don't know if Monday's happening. David Curse, which is a gentleman in our local area, he is going to be doing an interview of my mother and I and Christina. We'll see if it's still going to happen on Monday. We'll see how everybody's feeling on Monday to see whether it's going to happen or not. I don't know. But I'm going to go make myself, I don't know if you know it's the refrigerated pasta. Forgot who it is. I forgot who you know those bags, and they're not. They were on sale. It's the only reason I get them is when they're on sale. But I love the mushroom and cheese ravioli. It's so good. But they're usually in the bags in the refrigerator section, and usually like $6 for a little bag. Um, but it was on sale for $4, so I treated myself after. So I'm gonna go make that because I'm hungry and I need to have my prednisone, and I'm gonna just take it easy and then just start working and watch some movies and get things done, and then I will schedule for the flowers. Oh yeah, the mushroom and the cheese, it's so good. And it's like, and my appetite, I haven't really felt like eating much of anything. I know I need to eat, but I just kind of like, I really haven't felt like much of anything. So I'm gonna do that. And thank you. Keep us all in your prayers, y'all. That's all the prayers we can get. Um, but thank you all for your support. But I will schedule the live for tomorrow so we can get the flowers done, and I'm not going to push it. I promise y'all I'm going to take it easy today. I feel like I need to take it easy, for sure. So I love you all. Remember to be proud of being you because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. And if you haven't been here for a while, go watch some of our stuff. Catch up with us. It's good to see y'all. I've missed when people don't come on in. I love y'all, every single one of you. And remember, we got you covered. You certainly have us covered. And again, keep crocheting that connection. You don't need a crochet hook to do it. We do it all the time here at Blessed to Crochet. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you tomorrow for the flowers. But I also know, right back at you, Miss Lady Hummingbird. But I also know that if I go and try to do those flowers today, y'all are you're gonna get after me. I know it. I'm gonna say to Mary, you better take it easy today. You better get the body back where it's supposed to. No working on them flowers today. Do the live tomorrow when you're up to it more. I just know y'all just doing that with me and saying, need to rest and take it easy. So, love you all. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day. And I promise I'll take it easy. I promise it. Love you all. Have a great Friday and take care. And take care of yourself. You deserve it. Love you all. Bye bye, everybody.